Hey guys, how you doing? The number one biggest sign that your manifestation is near. That's what I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to give you the awareness to show you what's the biggest sign to let you know that your manifestation is near. You can put in all the hard work, visualize and everything of that sort. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get into it. Let me take these shades off so that we can get into it, and I'll show you how it works. All right. So we all know basically when we manifestation is basically bringing things from the invisible into the visible spectrum, right? Okay, so basically that's what a manifestation is. Now if you're new to this channel and you see how things work here in this channel, basically what I do is I teach individuals owner's manual for your mind. Basically show you how your mind operates within the realm of quantum physics along with the subconscious mind, and how to create or bring things into your reality. It's very easy, and it's a hidden secret that many individuals aren't aware of. You know, we refer to it as law of attraction, you know, like attract like. It's all in that realm, and this is what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to show you, and I'm going to also touch on my experience when it comes to manifesting things, all right? And we'll get into it right now. So we know there are many different signs, there are many different ways that you look for when you manifest things in your life. You know, there's synchronicities, you may meet some resistance, but I'm going to show you the number one sign right now to let you know that it's happening or it's near to happen. I'm going to explain to you how it works from a physics standpoint and how the universe operates to create things in our reality. All right, so here it is. The number one sign that your manifestation is near is this: when everything stops. The synchronicities aren't there no more. You even lose interest in your desires, or you may not care too much about it anymore. All the things, momentum that has been created, all of a sudden seem to stop. The key word here is momentum. All right. So here is how it works. You see, all of a sudden, you put in the intention, you're doing visualizations and everything of that sort, and what happens? Everything just stops. The synchronicities don't show up as much as before. You start to get anxiety, anxious. You may start to lose interest. Okay? Do not take this lightly. This means that whatever you've been putting in is about to come in to the physical realm or physical reality. Right? And here's how it works. The key is momentum and quantum physics. Okay? And this is in conjunction with your brain, how it works. Okay, so everything comes into our reality through frequencies and energy variance. All right, so our eyes, we have 3 photoreceptor cones. Okay, and this is how we see visible light spectrum, and we create them. I think it's red, blue, or green. Okay, and we combine all other colors with those colors, and we see all the other colors of the spectrum. Now what happens is our conscious mind lags behind our subconscious mind, what we call a time delay variance. So when you protrude things with your thought, when you see things, when you visualize, actually when you visualize, you're actually putting things in another dimension. You're accessing dimensional transit, so to speak, because once you enter the mind of visualization, once you start to see your desires, okay, whatever you want to manifest or create, you're actually accessing different portals because you're using the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind can process infinite amounts of information, more than your conscious mind can. All right. So these things, what you're doing, you're creating behind the scenes. You're creating behind your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is lagging. It can't see these things. So by time your manifestation comes up now, this is where momentum builds. And the thing about momentum is, guys, momentum takes time. For example, with negative momentum, you may start to do positive things, but you still notice negative results. Well, that's because it takes time for the negative momentum to slow down and then to start the positive momentum. The same thing with your manifestation. So what happens is, the time that you've been putting in the work, so to speak, and you've been visualizing and seeing things coming in, what happens is the momentum, maybe the resistance you met, it stops. And in order for momentum to continue, it must freeze, it must stop to create. That's what we call the transfer. And now what happens with that now is, when you don't see the synchronicities, when you don't see or feel your desires coming anymore, That's the manifestation. Now you've created a new momentum. And what happens now is it becomes critical mass. And what happens with critical mass, you start to expand, and then before you know it, boom, manifest. Now I can attest to this because this happened to me. You know, when I was manifesting a lottery when it was $60,000, right, to buy my car, right? Okay, for months everything was going good. I seen synchronicities and everything. All of a sudden it stopped. I wasn't seeing the synchronicities anymore. Even to the point I doubted. I was like, man, is this gonna happen? And I stopped, man. And then for about 4 months, nothing was happening. I practically forgot about it. But what I didn't realize was I was creating the new momentum, okay? In quantum physics now, what happens is that the information that we put out is being processed to our conscious senses so that we can pick it up. Keep in mind, 99% of the creation process has already been completed before we see any physical evidence in our reality. That's the missing link there. So what I wasn't aware of was that my manifestation was already created. It was just changing momentum. That's what's going on with you guys. And it was to the point that I had won, to the point I had the ticket, a $60,000 ticket in my car that I left for weeks. I didn't check. Okay? So I want you to know to keep your positive vibrations because you build momentum. All right? So that's the key, guys. You've just created momentum. And thank you so much for watching.